All right, yeah, welcome to the show.
There we are.
It's Dave and Johnny live. Hey, look at us, both wearing jerseys, both wearing tanks today. It's a hot one.
It's been a hot couple of days.
It's been hot. It's been hot. Welcome to the show. It is Dave and Johnny live. I'm Dave. He is Johnny. And Johnny North, today on the show, we're going to talk some professional wrestling, which is something we've been doing a lot. You can watch more of our professional wrestling talk on the YouTube channel right here. Subscribe. Boom. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell, and you will get updates every time we are on. We did a Fighter Fest review show.
That's right, yeah.
This past Saturday, right? We had Wrestling Uncensored as well. I was on last night with Freddie and AJ for Ringside Report.
The UFC preview.
The big UFC 239 preview. Are you coming for the UFC 239 party, Big Johnny?
I'm wrestling, so no.
Oh, you're wrestling. That's right. You got a big match tomorrow, right?
That's
at the
right.
Mexican Festival.
At Parc Jean Drapeau.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah, it should be fun. A lot of fun. It'll be pretty hot, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's going to be quite hot. And I don't know, you could probably hear a little bit of a buzzing in the background. That's the air conditioning unit that we are going to be keeping on for the duration of Dave and Johnny Live, because if we don't, we might die.
It's a little hot.
It's so hot. It's like 35 Celsius or something. It's ridiculous.
I saw 24, but that was this morning, so I wouldn't be surprised if we're at 35 now.
Right, it's hot. It's real hot. So we got some hot action here, some professional wrestling to talk about. Not only are we going to recap the Ring of Honor Best in the World show that happened last weekend, we're also going to preview some wrestling going on this weekend. WWE not doing anything this weekend, but New Japan is in Dallas, Texas. New Japan is in the United States, and they got a show on Saturday, G1 Climax, a big show. They're going to start the G1 tournament, the opening matches from the A block of the G1, so we're going to preview that show, a big card in Dallas, Texas. We're also going to preview Impact Wrestling's Slammiversary, which is one of their big ones. Like, what's bigger, Bound for Glory or Slammiversary? Is this their WrestleMania?
I think this is more their SummerSlam.
It's a big show.
Yeah, it is big. I mean, there's a lot of history with Slammiversary.
Yeah, are you excited about Slammiversary? You were aware that it was this weekend, right?
Yeah, it was where it's in Dallas, Texas, and the main event looks interesting. You got Brian Cage and Michael Elgin. Those are two great heavyweights that can do more than you expect from heavyweights. The rest of the card, it's all right. It's just nothing like really jumps out at me, unfortunately.
Well, they're in Texas. That's something I hadn't even realized. I guess it's a big weekend in Dallas, Texas for pro wrestling. We should be in Dallas, Texas right now.
I don't know if you think it's too hot here. I imagine Texas is a lot hotter.
Right. Bet you were missing out, though, on some great pro wrestling.
Well, I think I like wrestling here, so it's okay.
Yeah, you are wrestling here, too. You do have your own matches to deal with, right? Johnny North, a great professional wrestler. I don't have any matches to wrestle. I could be in Texas.
You can always wrestle your son. It's all right.
It's not much of a worker.
Well, you got to teach him how to work. That's it.
You want to start with this Impact Wrestling deal? We've been talking about it, right? You're not so impressed with the card. Brian Cage, the Impact World Champion, super jacked guy, right? Crazy jacked.
Michael Elgin's pretty jacked, too.
Michael Elgin, he used to be in New Japan, and he moved over to Impact Wrestling, I think, to get a main event type push, a main event spot in the company. He wasn't getting that in New Japan, and now he gets to wrestle in North America. He is a Canadian guy, and it is a Canadian-based company, right, Impact, technically, even though they wrestle all around the States.
But he married someone from the States, so he has dual citizenship now because of that.
Oh, is he? I didn't know he was a married man. Is he married to a wrestler? Or?
I don't know if it's a wrestler, but someone in the States, so made life a bit easier for him.
Sure. That always helps, right? So Elgin, yes, I think, yeah, I'm seeing here on his Wikipedia page he's married to another wrestler, Rachel Collins, better known under her ring name Mischief. That makes sense.
Never heard of her.
American wrestler. Anyways, she's married to Michael Elgin. Michael Elgin is challenging for the Impact Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. These are two heavyweights, right? No doubt.
Right.
It's a good main event. It's
Solid,
a good match.
Yeah.
It's a match I want to see.
No, without question, it's the match to watch. It's the main event, without question. It deserves to be the main event because these are two great heavyweights you want to see wrestle. The problem is I just find the rest of the card doesn't match up to the magnitude of this main event.
I don't know. It's a good one, but I'm not sure who's gonna win. Like, Brian Cage has been Impact Wrestling's guy for a while.
Yeah, but he only recently won the title, so.
Yeah. So he should maintain championship status? What do you think?
Until Bound for Glory, at least, I think. You can keep this going all the way to Bound for Glory, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the Impact Wrestling schedule is. Like, I'll be honest, I don't watch a lot of Impact Wrestling. I watch it here and there, but like,
right.
But I don't really know what they're gonna do, which makes it kind of more fun for me. Like, I really have no idea where it's gonna go because I'm just not following it all that closely.
Well, they have monthly tapings, so like pretty much they have tapings that will be for pretty much almost all the way to the next pay-per-view.
Okay.
Maybe they'll do another one, and that's pretty much it. So you have the pay-per-view, you have a TV taping, another one, and you're pretty much at Bound for Glory.
Right.
So I don't expect the title change in between then.
I feel like Elgin came there for a reason, though, no?
Yeah, well, I don't think he'll be out of the main event title picture. I just don't think they'll give him the title right away.
Should be a good match.
Oh, of course.
Rich Swann defending the X Division title against Johnny Impact, a.k.a. Johnny Mundo, a.k.a. Johnny Nitro, a.k.a. John Morrison, a.k.a. John Hennigan, a.k.a. I'm sure there's more and more and more, right? The guy's always changing his name. We know him. We know Johnny Impact. He's a solid wrestler.
It'll be a good match, without question. It's
Rich Swann, solid wrestler.
Both great guys. Rich Swann I met, so yeah, he's a really cool guy. I just don't find it's the same level as that heavyweight title match, unfortunately.
Right.
But it'll be good. It'll be a good, solid match. Great back and forth action, I imagine.
I have no idea who's going to go over.
This one's tough because Swann's been champion for a while now. I could easily see them give it to Impact.
Okay. Should be good. Johnny Impact, you know, he's been around. He's been everywhere.
He's been their champion, too.
WWE, Lucha Underground, Impact Wrestling, many other places.
Movie star.
That's right. Kind of.
Well, what's that? Sharknado, whatever?
He was in Sharknado?
Yeah.
Sharknado. What is it, a Starbucks drink? I'll take a medium Sharknado, please. So that should be good. Moose versus RVD, Rob Van Dam, the whole effing show.
It's fun seeing RVD. I just find Moose isn't a great match for him, unfortunately. It just feels like it's RVD against a big guy. And I mean, he'll do his cool RVD stuff, but I don't think it's going to be the same caliber like an RVD Jerry Lynn, unfortunately.
Well, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, but still, like I think RVD up against certain talents that could match up to Jerry Lynn, he could do some great matches. Like imagine if this was like RVD against a guy like Will Ospreay. Like that would be phenomenal, you know? But
yeah.
It's not. You're not getting that kind of match, unfortunately.
Well, who would you rather see Rob Van Dam wrestle?
I'd like to see him against Rich Swann. I think that'd be a great match.
Yeah. They haven't done that?
The problem is they're both faces, so I think they try to stay away from like stuff like that.
Do we know that they haven't done that, though? Like, you're not watching Impact TV. Who knows? Didn't RVD wrestle a match on Impact TV that was good recently?
It was against like Ethan Page or something, like
right?
Yeah, and he did a 6-man. He's been very limited. I also did a tag, I think, against the Lucha Brothers when they were still in Impact.
Seeing some good comments about Impact Wrestling.
Oh, that's good. People like Impact Wrestling.
Well, no, they don't.
Oh, okay.
Derek John says, I haven't watched Impact Wrestling in a long time. Andy Burrow says, Impact Wrestling? There must be some paint drying somewhere I can watch.
Good old Andy.
Antoinette doesn't like my Raptors jersey, and neither does... Or Antoinette says she needs to get me a Raptors jersey. And Andy Burrow says it's all about the Celtics. They're unhappy. This is a Bulls 23. This is a Michael Jordan jersey.
Wow.
I just like Michael Jordan because he's awesome. I'm not like a Bulls fan necessarily. I'm not really a fan of any basketball team per se.
I love that wearing a jersey causes the most
Oh, there's
commotion.
friction. Yeah. There's friction on the chat. People are like, oh, what's going on?
Sold out, David.
They're like beefing about the NBA team that I'm repping for. I'm just repping for Michael Jordan, just so we're clear. I'm just repping for Jordan because he's cool. You know?
The Bulls were a great dynasty team.
I'll take a Raptors jersey if you want to send me one. I'll take a, Vince Carter or Kawhi Leonard or
Stoudemire?
Stoudemire. That would be sweet. That would be the one I wanted. I would prefer a Stoudemire jersey over,
No,
Did that Kawhi Leonard guy sign yet?
I don't think so.
What's his problem? What's taking so long? You know how many people are like, please sign to my team? People in L.A., people in Toronto.
Yeah.
They haven't figured it out yet.
But that's fun, though. It's the drama, though, right?
It's a lot of drama he's causing, right? A lot of drama.
I think
People
he
are
likes
upset.
I think
You think he likes the drama?
Oh, yeah, of course.
It seems like he does. Like he's not, or he's just not sure what he wants to do, right? 2 good offers. Maybe he's just having trouble deciding. I can understand that.
It's fine. Take your time. There's no rush.
But what are you going to do in Toronto? Like, he won the title already, and then he's got to sit through the cold winters. Like, if I were him, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to L.A. because, like, there's good money, and it's in L.A. It's nice. And isn't he from there, too? I don't know.
He is from there, but, like, it's not like Toronto's not going to give him good money, too.
I think he should go to the Lakers. Freddie's on the chat.
Wow.
Fred Garcia, he says he's going to the Lakers.
Wow, he's going to the Lakers. Wow.
Yeah. That's what Fred is saying. I don't know if that's official news, but that's just what Fred is saying.
I would think if any team out of LA, he'd go to the Clippers because I don't think he'd want to be like second fiddle to LeBron.
Right. That's the issue too, right? Like, do you want to be the second guy to LeBron?
And that's the great thing about the Raptors. It is his team. So why leave your own team?
Because you could live in Los Angeles, California, and be an American superstar. Playing for the Lakers, winning NBA titles with LeBron, making tons of money. I don't know. I would choose, like, if I had the, if they told you, Johnny North, where would you rather live? L.A. or Toronto? But you're super rich either way you go.
That's tough. It's really tough.
Is it in the wintertime? Like, your season is winter, right?
Yeah, but I don't mind the winter that much, so it's different. And I'd like to bring another championship.
You are Johnny North, after all.
I would like to bring another championship home to Canada. It means something.
But he's not Canadian.
No, he's not Canadian, but he did bring a championship to us.
So it's tough for you, right? And you're from Canada.
Right.
He's not Canadian. Should it be tough for him? I don't know. I would assume he'd be going to Los Angeles.
I'd assume, but if he's taken this long and he came back to Toronto recently, I would think there's a lot of hesitation here.
Yeah, I mean, he is on a good team, and if they keep the team intact, who says they can't make another run, become a dynasty in Toronto?
And the longer you wait, maybe a better offer will come up too. So why rush?
Maybe.
So take your time.
A lot of comments. Wally Byrne says he thinks he's going to the Seattle Supersonics. Are they still a team?
They are not this team.
Sean Kemp? Respect to Sean Kemp. Love that guy. Is he still a guy? Derek John says he'd be third behind LeBron and AD. Who's AD?
Anthony Davis, I think.
I don't know. Kawhi Leonard would be third behind a guy named Anthony Davis that I've never even heard of.
No, he's really good, though.
Well, I barely heard about Kawhi Leonard. It's really in the past 3 months that I know.
You know LeBron, though, and he would be
everybody knows LeBron. I've known LeBron since he was drafted out of high school with,
So you know he's second fiddle.
Everybody knew LeBron. Well, everybody's going to be second to LeBron.
So, and he's got something with that. Like, he likes to be the number one guy. It worked in Toronto. Why ruin a good thing?
Well, why not make a new good thing? Basketball players are always doing that.
There is the idea that he's won MVP, like with San Antonio, Toronto. Now you could do it with LA, perhaps. But it'd be harder with the Lakers. It'd probably be easier to do it with the Clippers.
I don't know. I don't know basketball. I really can't tell you. I don't know basketball. I don't know. I'm just seeing it kind of playing out there. It's interesting. Andy says, come to Boston, greatest city in America. Well, that would be incorrect, Andy. If you wanted to go to the greatest city in America, Kawhi Leonard will be playing for the New York Knicks.
I think they're far from the best, actually. It's
not
like
the best
Yankees.
city. It's the best city.
Okay. But not the best team. Far from it.
Yeah, the Knicks should be good. I don't understand. If I had to choose a basketball team that I like more than the others, it would be the Knicks.
Because of Patrick Ewing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
I just like New York teams. I like the Yankees. I like the Knicks. I kind of like the Rangers.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know why. Nice logos.
Really? I thought the Rangers logo is awful.
I
to be
like the
honest.
Rangers logo. It's very like, I don't know.
I think it's plain.
It's very New York. I like it. I like the Knicks logo. I like all the orange.
The orange is good.
I
Yeah.
love orange as a color in general. It's my favorite color.
It's a good logo. I find the Knicks.
What's your favorite color?
Green?
Mine's orange. Because Michelangelo, he's a party dude. You know? Just saying.
But you're Leonardo though.
What do you mean?
Remember we had that thing where which turtle we all are.
Which Ninja Turtle would you be on the Ringside Report team?
Yeah. You're Leonardo.
And I'm Leonardo, you're
Yeah.
saying? Because I'm the leader.
Brain. Yeah.
Donatello had the brains.
That's true. But
Donatello was the smart turtle. Leonardo was the leader with the sword.
I found like in
The blue one.
in the newer turtles, I find Leonardo was more the brain. Donatello may have been like the inventor pretty much, but I find Leonardo was the guy that led it, and he also like thought up the strategies.
Yeah, it was mostly Leonardo.
Yeah.
Leonardo was the main guy, but he wasn't really, because the party's really all about Raphael and Michelangelo. Like, the Turtles were primarily about those guys. Donatello was there, Leonardo was there, but Raph and Mikey, they held them all together. They were the personality. You know, Raph was like the troubled one,
Right.
and Mikey was the party dude.
You really have to watch Turtles Forever. That's the best movie on Turtles, I think, ever.
Turtles Forever.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's like the old school Turtles that we grew up with,
Mm-hmm.
with the new school Turtles. And they meet up together
Oh, what?
for a great adventure.
I haven't seen that.
And all the two Shredders as well.
I love the first two Ninja Turtles movies.
Okay.
Awesome. Ninja Turtles, the movie, and then The Secret of the Ooze.
With Vanilla Ice, yeah.
Fantastic.
I remember. Go Ninja, go.
Yeah, with Casey Jones.
Yeah.
He was in 2.
He was in 3, I think, as well.
I think he was in 3, too, yeah. But they went back to Japan in 3.
Yeah.
It was like a time travel weird deal, like time traveling in Japan.
It was like Shredder's ancestor or something.
Yeah, 3 wasn't as good as the 1 and 2.
No. They're just milking it. That's it.
I love that this has turned into, from an Impact Slammiversary preview into a basketball talk into Ninja Turtles, like deep dissection of the films.
We still got Ring of Honor to talk about. Best
Well,
of
we
World.
haven't finished a Slammiversary. Like, I want to finish it. You got Taya Valkyrie, who's a champion in a 4-way Monsters Ball. This should be awesome. Taya Valkyrie, Rosemary, Sue Young, and Jessica Havoc. Yes, sign me up for that. That's going to be good. I have no idea who's going to win, but I think the match will be fun. Monsters Ball, it's like a hardcore match.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm just not really invested. I mean, you have to really much watch every week, and I don't. I only watch occasionally, so I'm not that invested into it, unfortunately.
How about the LAX taking on the Rascals, Desmond Xavier and Trey Miguel for the tag team titles?
Well, LAX had a great match when they beat the Lucha Brothers for the tag team titles.
Okay.
So I'm not too surprised that this could be a really good match, too. I just don't know much about the Rascals, so I'm not that excited again for it.
Yeah, I don't really know who these guys are, but that's the kind of thing. Like, I'm going to watch the pay-per-view and I'll find out.
Well, that's it, yeah. Watch
That's
it
what I like.
and be surprised.
That's what I like about this, because I know a lot of the characters on this show, but there are some of them that I'm not really familiar with. Well, I'll find out who they are when I watch the pay-per-view. Watch Slammiversary. Why not? On a Sunday night. Sami Callihan versus Tessa Blanchard in an intergender match.
Well, they've been building this because Tessa's been facing a lot of guys recently.
This is like kind of the match that's selling the show, right? Like this and the main event.
Yeah, this is in the main event. It's just, I don't know what kind of match this is really going to be exactly because, like, it should
Sami
be.
Callihan's crazy. He's liable
Yeah.
to do some crazy stuff.
But it's not a hardcore match, so I'm kind of disappointed. Like, this could be really crazy, but how crazy can it be if it's not a hardcore match? Because Sami Callihan, he really has to go outside the rules for his matches really to be like something special. I find when it's within the rules, there's a lot of just cheap stuff that happens, and it's not as good.
I don't know. I mean, it's Slammiversary. It's an intergender match. They've been putting a lot of build behind it. I'm expecting something crazy.
Well, I mean, they just announced it's no DQ out of nowhere. Then it'll be fine. Then there's no problem, but they haven't done that yet, so I'm a little worried. But again, I met Sami Callihan, cool guy, and like he does what he pretty much wants, it seems. So I feel like he has a lot of leeway wherever he wrestles, it seems. So I think he'll be good just because he's a great talent.
He's a talent. He's a very, very good wrestler. He was in NXT for a while. People don't know who Sami Callihan is. I mean, they probably
The hacker.
should. He was the hacker. What was his name in NXT again? It was weird, right? It was, hold on, I'll tell you in a second. Solomon Crow.
Yeah, not a great name.
Not a great name. Sami Callihan was just fine.
It's a lot better.
I don't know why they ever changed it, but, now he's back. It's Sami Callihan, and he's awesome.
Yeah, he's great. And on his track record alone, it should be great. It's just, I wish it was more his kind of environment.
Here's something you don't see every day. A first blood match.
See, that's what their match should be, but oh well.
Eddie Edwards versus Killer Kross in a first blood match. I like Killer Kross. I saw him in Mexico on a show recently that was very good, a AAA show.
Yeah, he's kind of what his name describes, killer in a sense, like the way he wrestles. And Eddie Edwards doing this gimmick where he's kind of like an ECW kind of guy now, or he's been like bestowed like the ECW like
Oh, really?
name in a sense, because like the Sandman I think gave him his cane and everything, like he helped the Sandman out. So.
Cool.
And he had that rivalry with Tommy Dreamer for a while, so like Eddie Edwards is a new like hardcore kind of guy, which is different because Eddie Edwards was far from that before. So it's a great change for him.
What do you think of the match? What do you think of a first blood match? I mean, that's rare.
I feel like they had this first blood match recently before an Impact, which is great because like it seems rare because not a lot of people can do it. WWE doesn't do it.
No other companies are doing it.
So that's what's kind of great that they would go and do this kind of thing. It's just I feel. I don't know. With Killer Kross, I haven't been blown away by his matches so much. I mean, he's intense, but nothing's really, like, shocked me too much or really, like, caught my eye.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he's talented, but I haven't been blown away either, right? But, I don't know. First blood match, Eddie Edwards, Killer Kross. It's a decent card overall, Slammiversary. It's something that I think is worth watching if you're a wrestling fan. It's one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year for Impact, and I know people, especially on our chat, are not so happy with Impact Wrestling, not so interested. But I'm trying to broaden my wrestling horizons. I'm trying to watch everything I possibly can.
Well,
I want to watch as much wrestling as possible. I want to know who everybody is and how they stack up to everybody else. Like, I want to be aware of everybody in professional wrestling, and I'm trying very hard to get there. And I think I'm nearly there. Like, obviously there's going to be guys in England and Mexico and different places that I don't know.
Of course.
But I'm trying to get to know them. I'm getting to know the Japanese scene more and more and the American scene and everything. And of course, the WWE, we know inside and out. And a lot of these other wrestlers we've seen for years and years. But I think it's good to just watch random wrestling shows, Impact Wrestling now and then, big pay-per-views, just to see what else is out there, see what other wrestling companies are doing. You don't have to watch every week, but, be familiar. It's fun. As a wrestling fan, I think it's good to know what's out there and what the other companies are presenting. Don't just say, well, Impact Wrestling sucks. You got to watch it to know if it actually does suck.
I think that's the problem, with Impact, though. It's like they'll have these cards like a Slammiversary or Bound for Glory where it's like, oh, you got to see this. It's going to be amazing. I remember when they had Pentagon against Sami Callihan, and that was amazing. I think it was Mask versus Hair. That was incredible.
There you go.
One of the best matches I've ever seen for Impact Wrestling. But that's it. They have these kind of once-in-a-while things. It's hard for them, I find, to really attract you for their television, to really keep you entertained. I find they have a problem doing that.
Yeah, it's not the best TV show. I watch it sometimes. I don't love it.
I find a lot of the matches, it's just fast food wrestling. It's like, gets you in, get you out, and
there's not much
next segment.
Not much substance.
No.
Yeah. It's not my favorite wrestling company. I like New Japan Pro Wrestling. I like that a lot.
Well, that's not fast food, that's for sure. That's definitely, you'll get a whole full course meal with that.
That's right. It's a real deep dive of professional wrestling, Yeah. It is very much satisfying. You are satisfied when you watch New Japan.
Big steak. Great steak.
New Japan Pro Wrestling going to Dallas, Texas. This is the day before the Impact Wrestling show. This will be on New Japan World if you're outside of the United States. If you're in the U.S., I think you can only watch this on Access TV. And then it'll be available on New Japan World like a couple days later. But thankfully we're in Canada, so I'll be able to watch this, I think, on New Japan World live on Saturday night. Although Saturday night I'll also be watching the UFC pay-per-view with John Jones. My goodness, what a weekend. What a weekend.
Well, you did it last time where you were watching AEW and UFC at the same time, so.
That's right. This time I think the UFC will be on the big screen and the pro wrestling might be on the small screen. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, to keep Fred and AJ happy, yeah.
That's it. Fred and AJ won't be happy if I have the New Japan on the big screen and the UFC pay-per-view on the small screen. Nevertheless, this New Japan show being headlined by the great Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker, against the ace of New Japan, Hiroshi Tanahashi. This is the match. This is the match that's been the match for New Japan for the past nearly 10 years. Well, this is the A match for New Japan, and it is happening for the first time ever outside of Japan in Dallas, Texas. And it's going to be an A block match. So this is an important match. It's the start of the New Japan G1 tournament, which is the greatest tournament in all of professional wrestling. It's going to go on for the next month. You will see some of the greatest matches of the year coming up. And this is the first set of matches of the A block. So there is the A block, 10 wrestlers, the B block, 10 wrestlers. B block will start July the 12th, I believe, in Japan. That's when Jon Moxley and Jeff Cobb and Tetsuya Naito will begin their tournament. But Saturday, we have Okada and Tanahashi. That's got to be the main event. And I think I'm going to go with Okada to win. I think Okada picks up the 2 points with a victory. A lot of their matches have gone to time limit draws, but I think Okada as a champion, Tanahashi hasn't been looking so strong lately. I think he's kind of on the downturn of his career. He's going to start wrestling those opening matches with the Young Lions soon enough. I think Okada and Tanahashi goes to Okada, almost hitting the 30-minute time limit, but just under. You know, they'll probably go 28, maybe 29 and a half minutes.
Yeah.
With Okada, Rainmaker, 1, 2, 3, middle of the ring. That's how I see it going down. I think it's going to be a fantastic match. Every time these guys go out there, it's pretty much a classic. So get ready for some exciting wrestling on Saturday.
Well, I feel it would go to a time limit draw if Okada wasn't the champion, but because he is the champion, I think they're going to give him the edge. And for the most part, he should win most of his matches. So I feel this isn't just going to be another win for him.
I don't think Okada's going to win A block, but I think he's going to win a lot of matches.
I don't think he's going to lose, really.
He's going to have to lose some of his matches.
Well, I think some draws.
Yeah, maybe some draws, maybe some losses due to interference or something. There may be something going on.
Yeah.
He does have to wrestle Bad Luck Fale in this tournament. Bad Luck Fale will be wrestling Evil in his opening match of the A block. Should be interesting. I'm going to go with Evil for the victory. I think Evil picks up 2 points.
Yeah, I agree.
I like it. 2 hard-hitting guys. How about this for a technical wrestling match? Always good when these 2 guys lock up. Sonata versus Zack Sabre Jr. Zack Sabre Jr., probably the best pure wrestler on the planet today.
Well, definitely from the UK without question, I think.
Well, who would rival him as far as pure wrestling ability? The grappling, that style, who's better? Who's better than ZSJ?
Nothing comes to mind right now.
It's him, it's Jonathan Gresham, it's Daniel Bryan, really, in my mind. Sonata's up there as well. But I think ZSJ is better. I think ZSJ beats Sonata.
Yeah, well, he's a better technical wrestler, so I think that's why he's going to win. Probably by submission.
But Sonata's bigger and stronger.
Doesn't mean he's better, though.
Doesn't mean he's better. Zack Sabre, I think, won the last match that they had together. It's always very good. How about this? I don't know if it's the first time ever, but it's the first time in New Japan, Kota Ibushi versus Kenta.
That sounds fantastic.
That's the co-main event. Opening match of the A block. Kota versus Kenta.
Well, I have Kenta winning A block, so Kenta has to win this. So,
if Kenta is going to win A block, this would be a match he should win.
Right.
This would be a match that he kind of needs to win.
This is his return, by the way.
This is a big match. This is maybe, I think, his first match since leaving the WWE.
Yeah.
Where he was Hideo Itami. And he's taking on the great Kota Ibushi. I have Kota Ibushi winning A block.
Ah, that's fun.
So I believe he will win this match and beat Kenta. And usually when guys are brought in from the outside, they don't win right away.
Yeah, but Kenta's different, though.
Is he?
I think he is.
Ibushi is one of the main guys now in New Japan.
Okay.
You got to push Ibushi to the next level. I think he beats Kenta. I like that we disagree on this match. I look forward to Saturday night. Not only because, see, this is a great wrestling card because not only we're getting great matches, like we know we're going to be in for a treat as far as the in-ring action.
Right.
But we also are not sure how these matches are going to shake out. We don't know who's going to win. Like, I think Okada's going to beat Tanahashi, but you never know.
G1 is usually full of surprises, so.
And not only that, these matches mean something. Not only do we not know the outcome, not only will the matches be awesome, but these 5 matches that will be the main piece of this card, they all mean something going forward because they're part of the G1 tournament, and the winners get 2 points, the losers get 0, and if it goes to a time limit draw, each man would get 1 point.
It's big.
Huge. Saturday night, the G1 tournament begins. G1 Climax 29. Other matches on this card. Jushin Thunder Liger, Juice Robinson, and Toru Yano versus Los Ingobernables de Japón, represented by Bushi, Shingo Takagi, and the leader, Tetsuya Naito. Yes, please. That's good.
So is it B block in all the other matches? That's what it works?
Yeah, they brought the B block, but they're just having them wrestle other matches.
So
Not all of the B block, but a good chunk of it.
Not Moxley.
Not Moxley.
Yeah, he's not there yet.
No. Well, he's been in New Japan. He wrestled a couple matches. The reason why he's not wrestling on this card is because AEW and New Japan don't have a working relationship. And Jon Moxley is signed to an exclusive deal, I think, with AEW as far as wrestling on TV in the United States.
Right. Okay.
So he can't wrestle on US TV, and this is going to be on Access TV. So he can't be AEW and New Japan at the same time. He can wrestle in Japan for New Japan, but not in the States because they don't have a working relationship, which I think they should probably settle because it would be really smart, more for New Japan, to be able to get, you know, Kenny Omega back in their company and the Young Bucks. They don't need them, but it wouldn't hurt. And it would be nice to see, like, Tanahashi in AEW. You already have Jericho kind of working both companies. I think he's probably going to wrestle again in New Japan.
Hopefully.
He set something up with Tanahashi. He'll probably wrestle Tanahashi at some point. He'll probably wrestle Okada again. And as far as Moxley, like, he's in the G1. He's very much AEW in the United States, but he's going to be in this big tournament. He's going to wrestle, what is it, 9 matches over the next month for New Japan?
It's grueling. It's a lot.
It is. It's a lot of travel. It's a lot of matches. And they're tough matches.
It'll be fun to see what he can do.
I can't wait to see what Moxley does in this tournament. Will Ospreay versus Lance Archer is going to happen again. Remember their last match? It was so good. I was like, John, you have to see this match. It was in the New Japan Cup earlier this year. It was incredible.
It was.
And they're going to have their opening match of the A block. That's the final match of the 5. I mean, how awesome is that? Ospreay, Archer, Ibushi and Kenta, and Okada and Tanahashi. That's a triple main event.
That's really good.
I think Ospreay wins, though. He's the New Japan Junior Heavyweight Champion. He beat Archer last time. I don't see New Japan giving Archer a big push ski here. I think it's going to be Ospreay. Ospreay's the man.
Again,
Even Seth Rollins knows Ospreay's the man.
champions in non-title matches, it doesn't make sense for champions to lose, in my opinion.
No. Why not?
Because it really devalues the fact that they're a champion if they just lose, I find.
Well, he's going to have to lose at some point in the block unless he's going to win a block. Like, he's going to lose to somebody. You think he only loses to the heavyweight champion Okada in this thing? Like, I don't think so.
I could see him lose to Okada for sure. And maybe a draw or two.
I think he's going to lose a couple times, but not to Lance Archer. He might lose to Ibushi. He might lose to Zack Sabre. He might lose to Okada. He might lose to Tanahashi. Those are guys he might lose to.
I feel like Zack Sabre might be a draw.
I don't know. It's different.
He has long matches with Ospreay a lot.
We'll see in this tournament, John. We will find out. I will be keeping track. Don't worry. Chaos. Yoshihashi and Hiroko Goto taking on Bullet Club members Chase Owens and the Switchblade Jay White, former IWGP Heavyweight Champ. Should be a fun match. I got Bullet Club going over for sure, 100%. Shota Umino and Tomohiro Ishii taking on Ren Narita and Jeff Cobb. This is fun because it's Young Lion with kind of a real wrestler. I mean, Young Lions are real wrestlers, but they're not on the main roster, you know? Ren Narita and Shota Umino, both Young Lions. They team with Ishii and Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb, great Ring of Honor wrestler. He's going to be participating in the G1. Just had a match for the Ring of Honor World title that he lost, which we'll talk about in a minute. I think Ishii and Umino get the win here. Should be a good match. And the Gorillas of Destiny, Tamatanga and Tonga Loa, not defending their tag team titles. But they take on the junior heavyweight tag team champions. Kind of an interesting matchup here. Not something we see very often. The heavyweight tag champs against the junior heavyweight tag champs. Roppongi 3K, Sho and Yo. That should be a good match. 100% the Gorillas of Destiny will win.
Well, because, again, they're the
heavyweights.
Yeah.
That's just the pecking order of New Japan. That's how it works. Great card. Great card on Saturday night.
For one show, it's quite fantastic.
Gotta love pro wrestling. Pro wrestling's on fire these days. Braun Strowman died on Raw.
No, he didn't.
No, he's okay. He exploded, though.
Maybe, but he didn't die.
Holy shit!
He's had a lot of those moments where it looks like he got run over or something, but he's okay. Walked away.
So, let's get to the Ring of Honor show. Did you watch Ring of Honor Best in the World?
I watched the highlights.
Okay. I watched the whole show.
It was a long show.
It was like 3 hours, standard.
And the pre-show?
Yeah, maybe 3.5. Not so bad.
Pre-show match was fantastic, I thought.
Roosh and Flip Gordon. Tremendous match. Roosh is very, very good and remains undefeated in Ring of Honor, which I wasn't aware of. Very good wrestler.
I'm surprised that's pre-show. I'm like, wow, why wasn't this on the main show?
Right. Well, they had a lot of plans for Flip Gordon on the main show, right? He was doing all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, that was interesting. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, it's a whole deal, and I'm not really familiar with all the pieces here. So, Flip Gordon, Roosh, great wrestlers, had a great pre-show match. Fantastic, right?
Yep.
And then in the co-main event, it was Villain Enterprises, Marty Scurll, PCO, and Brody King, who are the Ring of Honor six-man tag team champions.
Right.
Do you see their entrance?
No. It's cool.
Tremendous entrance. Like, they had a lot of very cool gear. Let's see if I can pull this up for you, just so you can see a picture of what they look like. Oh, here it is. Here's their entrance. Fantastic entrance. They had, like, Legion of Doom spikes, but, like, new version.
Okay.
PCO, Brody King, and Marty Scurll. And they had their own Villain Enterprises six-man tag team titles. I'm showing it to you here. You can see the... that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it's cool.
It's like Legion of Doom-like. And that match was excellent. It was those three guys, Marty, PCO, and Brody King, against Lifeblood, Mark Haskins, PJ Black, and Tracy Williams. So Villain Enterprises won, and then after the match, Lifeblood got beat down by some dudes that I'm not really familiar with.
Right.
And then Flip Gordon came out and kind of scared everybody off and looked like he was going to join Lifeblood, and then instead he joined Villain Enterprises.
Yeah.
So Flip Gordon, and then they beat up on Lifeblood. So Flip Gordon is now teaming with Marty and PCO and Brody King. So there's a lot of Flip Gordon action on the pay-per-view. So maybe that's why they spaced him out. Put him on the pre-show. I don't know.
It was weird, too, because he's also feuding with Bully Ray. Bully Ray came out as well, and he chased him off.
Yeah. It was weird because, like, Bully Ray's kind of a heel, and now Flip just joined a heel group. Is he still feuding with Bully Ray? What's the story? And are Villain Enterprises a heel group? PCO sounds like he's really over as a babyface.
He's just over, period.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
But I liked PCO. Like, PCO's great. I love him. I love Marty Scurll. I love Brody King. I thought they all brought it. They were awesome.
I think it's really hard, too, especially when you get later in the show, when ROH, it's hard to keep the people interested in your matches because they've seen so much action.
Yeah.
But they showed you how good they are. They were able to keep people interested.
Oh, yeah. That match was very good. Matt Taven in the main event beating Jeff Cobb, defending his Ring of Honor world title. A pretty short match.
Yeah.
Like, considering it was one of the shorter matches on the card, it was like the second shortest match on this thing, and it was the world title main event.
Yeah, but again, you've seen everything already. The fact that something like that happened, I think made a lot of sense because it was such a shock.
It was under 10 minutes.
And the fact that it just ended like that, I was like, whoa.
Cool finish.
I liked it.
The move was nice. Like, he grabs him in a headlock, and he kind of front DDTs him.
It's like the
Pretty
original
sweet.
Dirty Deeds.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's a good finish. The rest of the match was not that great. You know, it was a lot of Jeff Cobb hitting a move or two, Matt Taven rolling out of the ring, saying, it's my time. We're doing this on my time. And then eventually he came into the ring, hit his finish, and it was over. It was like, yeah, that wasn't really much of anything. It wasn't a great main event. I liked the card. I didn't think that match was the best match on it. I thought Shane Taylor and Bandito was better. Bandito is excellent. Shane Taylor's pretty good. Big dude. Bandito, very good. Shane Taylor defending his Ring of Honor world title against Bandito. Good match there. The Briscoe brothers had a good match with Eli Drake and Nick Aldis. The Briscoes beating them. Actually, it went to a double countout. That was a fun match, though. Jonathan Gresham beating Silas Young by submission in a Pure Rules match.
Yeah.
That might have been match of the night. I thought that was fantastic. I really enjoyed that one.
Well, I don't know. It was either the pre-show or it was either actually Bandito's match because, wow, Bandito was fantastic. That Shooting Star Press, I really thought it was over. I can't believe they kicked out of the Shooting Star Press.
His Shooting Star Press is a thing of beauty.
Unbelievable.
Bandito is he's one of the best guys out there.
Yeah.
Seeing him in the New Japan tournament there, the best of the Super Juniors, phenomenal.
I saw him at All In.
Yeah, All In. He's been all over the place. Like, he's everywhere. He wrestled at All In. He's in Ring of Honor now. He's in New Japan. He's in Mexico probably still once in a while.
Probably, yeah.
Bandito is a rising star in professional wrestling. If you're not aware of Bandito, if you're not watching Bandito, pay attention. Bandito is excellent. I'm a huge Bandito fan. I'm also a big fan of Dragon Lee.
That was good, too, yeah.
Dragon Lee and Dalton Castle had a great match. One of my favorite Dalton Castle matches. That match was very good. Dragon Lee brings it every time. He's incredible. Incredible.
I was worried about the styles clashing, but it worked, actually.
It worked very well.
Yeah.
I thought Dalton Castle worked really well with Dragon Lee. I don't think I've ever seen a bad Dragon Lee match. And I don't think I've ever seen a match that he's had where I haven't been completely blown away by something. Dragon Lee reminds me of a young Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I see that.
It's the type of thing where you see him and you're like, wow, this guy does things that no one else does and no one else has done before.
Right.
And every match, it's something different that he does. He's like the next Rey Mysterio. Like,
yeah, I see that.
That's about as high praise as you can get. Dragon Lee is the man. Guy's like 23 years old. He's Rush's brother, you know.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Rush is his brother, yeah.
Huh.
Tremendous talent. Great wrestling family. And it was a little bit of revenge for Dalton Castle because Roosh beat him at the G1 show at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, the joint one.
In like 9 seconds.
Okay.
Right? So this was revenge. He beat his brother, Dragon Lee, which I was a little bit disappointed by. Like, I don't want to see Dragon Lee losing, but I get it. Dalton Castle's a former world champion in Ring of Honor. The Allure beat Jenny Rose and Kelly Klein, which, I didn't think it was the best match.
It was just kind of cool to see the beautiful people again. Different gimmick.
The Allure. Yeah.
I mean, it's really the same gimmick, but
Angelina Love, Velvet Sky, and now Mande Leon.
Well, just a new Madison Rain, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I think Madison Rain was supposed to be in this group, but she bailed on the company.
Right.
Yeah. Kenny King beat Jay Lethal. I thought that match was fantastic as well.
That was good. Kenny King does the finish where I always thought of, like doing it like fireman's carry into like a rock bottom. And then he did it. I'm like, damn it, someone already did that. That's too bad.
He stole your finish.
Well, I didn't. He just came up with it first. That's it.
Very good. Like he was very good. He's a very good wrestler. I thought the match was great. I thought the pay-per-view overall was fantastic.
It's
really
good.
good wrestlers. Really good. Dragon Lee, Flip Gordon, Roosh, Kenny King, Jay Lethal, Dalton Castle, Jonathan Gresham, Silas Young. Like, all those guys did a hell of a job. Bandito, Shane Taylor, Villain Enterprises. Like, so much talent on this show. When I saw the card, I had to watch the pay-per-view. And again, Ring of Honor isn't a show that I watch weekly, but I try to catch it as often as I can. Their TV.
Right.
But I try to watch the big pay-per-views. Best in the world. Seemed like a big one. Loved it.
Well, it helps that I know guys like PCO, Matt Taven.
Yeah, PCO. I mean, you know PCO.
Yeah, so it helps, like, you want to watch this show. But it's also tough because Ring of Honor, I find they do so much in every match. By the time you get near like the last couple matches, you're almost burnt out.
I wasn't burnt out.
Okay.
I did watch the show over a couple of days, though, so I didn't watch it live. So maybe that had something to do with it. I thought the show was very good. I liked it.
Yeah, it was good.
Johnny, we're going to wrap this thing up. Final comments. We covered the G1 Climax in Dallas. We covered Slammiversary. We've covered Ring of Honor Best in the World. Is there anything else you wanted to cover?
Could talk about 90 Days.
90 Day Fiancé. All right. I still haven't watched 90 Day Fiancé. I'm way behind. I don't know what's going on. You tell me.
Well, Larissa's back in jail again.
Larissa.
So I think it's over now with her and Colt.
Okay.
Like, finally,
Finally.
It's done. And Jay cheated on Ashley again.
Nice.
I was telling you off camera.
Good for you, Jay.
It was in the bathroom of the barbershop that he goes to.
I don't think cheating is right, but I think cheating on Ashley seems like the correct thing to do. I don't think cheating on people is like the right thing to do, but I make a special exception in Ashley's case.
Wow. That's pretty heartless there.
Boom, boom. Sorry, Ashley.
You remember...
She's just like so indecisive. Like, I'm going to keep you in this limbo. You can't keep a man in limbo forever. Like, at this point, Jay's got to do what Jay's got to do.
Well, he did.
And he's the son of Skins. When you marry a 20-year-old baby Skins, Junior Skins, what do you think's going to happen?
Well, it happened.
It happened again.
Russ and Powell, they had their kid.
Congratulations.
And remember Powell's friend?
Yeah.
Like, he's back now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so that's causing a bit of trouble.
Yeah. Why is that guy around again? Is he going to fight Roos? Is Roos going to fight him?
Possibly. I could see it happen.
Okay.
And Chantel saw the video of Pedro, like, dancing with women in the Dominican Republic.
Maybe I also advocate for cheating on Chantel. I haven't decided
Wow, they're
yet.
married. That's pretty horrible.
Ashley and Jay are married too.
Okay, but that's a sham, though. You saw that. You saw that wedding, Elvis. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what the heck was that?
Okay. Do you remember how Chantal and Pedro got married?
I don't remember. No.
It wasn't much better.
Okay.
It was like in a gazebo. No one was there.
Well, because their families don't get along, so that made sense.
Well, her family was like maybe not going to show up. I remember that way back.
I also can't wait for the Family Chantel show. That should be fun.
Yeah, they're getting their own show.
That should be fun.
That's fun. Antoinette telling us Jay is in jail now and he's going to be deported.
Yeah, he got arrested apparently. He broke his probation. But she's like talking future. Like this is like we're January in the TV show. She's talking about like right now. And like
so
like,
Jay's in jail?
Yeah, right now as we speak.
Currently.
Yeah, currently, yeah. But,
cool.
And like we haven't got to like Colton and Larissa like the way it is for them now. Like I think they have different boyfriend girlfriends now.
Okay.
So we haven't got
That's
to that.
probably a wise move.
They're going to get divorced in the show, but we haven't even got to that part yet.
Okay.
Well, it's sad though. I mean, they were the couple of the show. So it's really sad that that's happened.
I don't think it's sad when a couple that's toxic together breaks up. I think that's good.
It was kind of good that they were working through their problems, I thought.
When you're together for like 90 days and the cops have to be called multiple times, maybe you should break up.
I don't know, I'm a fan of those that can fight through their problems and don't give up.
I'm a fan of those who realize they have a problem and, decide to resolve that problem by breaking up because they're clearly not meant to be together.
Well, clearly that didn't happen right away. It took a long time, and they tried to fight it at least.
You know how many times the cops have been called to my house for a domestic disturbance?
You want to talk about this kind of stuff now? Wow, I'm surprised.
Yeah, sure. 0 times.
Okay.
Never. It's never happened because what the fuck? It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen to stable relationships. If you're in an unstable relationship, sometimes the cops are called, and that's what's happening to, Larissa and Colty. It's ridiculous, man. If the cops are called, that's a sign that you're not supposed to be together.
I think every couple goes through their own different
circumstances. How many times have the cops been called to your house, John? They've been called 0 times to mine.
0 is mine as well, but I know other people. It's happened to them.
And they've stayed together.
Yeah.
And how's it going?
They have their ups, they have their downs, but...
And sometimes the cops are called again.
Maybe so.
I'm going to make a prediction for those people. I don't know them, but they're not going to be together until they die.
I don't know about that.
All right.
Look at Matt Hardy and his wife.
Matt Hardy had some drug problems.
With his current wife.
Yeah, but he's clean.
Okay, but they had their ups and downs.
All right. I don't know. Were cops called?
Yeah, they got arrested. They had the mugshots.
For drug charges or whatever.
I think it was actually assault.
All right. Fine. You found the exception to the rule, Johnny North.
I'm sure there's more.
You got any more 90-day talk, or can I wrap this sucker up?
That's it for now. You didn't watch Stranger Things, right? So
I don't watch Stranger Things.
God. So never mind about that. Just 90 day. Talking is done.
I don't watch Stranger Things. I don't watch it.
Well, that's
I've never seen it in my life. I haven't seen any of it. I'm barely familiar with what it is. It's a Netflix show. I know that, and that's the limit.
It's kind of like set in the 80s, sci-fi.
Yeah, another teen drama for Johnny North to watch. Ba-boom!
Not really a teen drama.
Okay. That's fine. I don't watch that stuff.
Okay. The teen drama's coming back in October, by the way. 13 Reasons Why. Wally, 13 Reasons Why, October.
I'm not watching that either.
Well, you barely even watch the other ones. So.
Whack. It's no good. It's a bad show. I watched the show called Succession. Did I talk about that?
You did not.
It's a good show.
What's it about?
It's about like a media company, like a family that owns a media company, like a Fox News or a Fox type of thing, like a Rupert Murdoch type of guy,
Okay.
and his family, and they're trying to like control the business and deal with their own interpersonal relationships. It's a guy who's got 3 sons and a daughter.
Okay.
They're all grown up, and it's very good. Very good show. I watched the whole season in like a week, and the new season's going to come out on HBO in August, so I'm looking forward to that. Succession. That's my TV show recommendation. I think it's Macaulay Culkin's brother's in it. Kieran Culkin, I think his name is.
Never heard of him. I'm guessing there's only 10 episodes, though?
Yeah, 10 episodes. Very good show. Yeah, Kieran Culkin. He plays Roman in the show. He's excellent in the show. It's a good show. It's like It's funny, and it's like a drama. It's like a dark comedy drama.
That sounds all right.
And it is written, I believe, it's created by Jesse Armstrong, who also created the show Peep Show, which is one of my favorite shows ever, a British sitcom that was very popular. So this guy, Jesse Armstrong, has created Peep Show, and now this HBO show, an American show, Succession, which is really surprising. Like, I just started watching Succession, and, well, I knew it was Jesse Armstrong who made it, but, like, it's a departure from Peep Show. Although, when you watch it, there are little bits of the dialogue that feel a little bit like Peep Show, but it's a totally different type of show, you know?
Okay.
But very cool that this guy who created one of my favorite shows ever, Peep Show, has made this other great show, Succession. So, good on you, Jesse Armstrong. I am a big fan. Big fan.
That's pretty nice that the second season's starting soon.
Yeah, I'm excited. Wally Byrne out in Ireland says Peep Show is the business. And he says you should watch it. It's brilliant. It is brilliant. And I think all the episodes are on YouTube. Fantastic show.
Once I get through Stranger Things season 3.
All right, fine. Keep doing that then. Don't watch Peep Show, even though, you know.
I've heard Westworld 2 is also very good, so I might check that out.
Yeah, those shows I'm not that interested in. What's that new show that Danny McBride is doing? That looks fantastic. Danny McBride and John Goodman are in a new show, The Righteous Gemstones, and that's coming out on HBO in August as well. I'm hyped for that show. Danny McBride is one of my favorite guys. I love this show, Eastbound and Down. You know, where he was Kenny Powers. Love that show. You know Kenny Powers. Did you watch that?
No.
You never watched Kenny Powers?
No.
Kenny fucking Powers.
I never saw it.
Oh my God. You would love that show.
Okay.
That's a show you should watch. Like Peep Show, I don't know if you would like. But like Kenny Powers is a bit like a baseball Ricky, you know?
Okay.
From Trailer Park Boys. It's good, man. Eastbound and Down is great, and Vice Principals as well. The other show that he did after for HBO, fantastic. And this is his third HBO show, The Righteous Gemstones. And John Goodman is in it. The guy from Workaholics there, Adam, whatever his name is, he's in it. Adam Devine. Show looks very good, The Righteous Gemstones. I think it's going to be awesome. I'm very excited for that.
I'm guessing that's this fall?
No, August.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, August for HBO is going to be big. Big. It's going to be worth the price of the subscription. All right, John. Are we done here?
Well, I guess final comments,
Final comments. Hold on.
There's a lot of comments?
Final comments. Yeah. I'm seeing them here.
They didn't pop up on the screen, though.
No, I can't. They don't pop up. There's a little issue here.
Okay.
Wally says Johnny would love Alan Johnson. Alan Johnson. I love Alan Johnson.
Okay.
On Peep Show. Fantastic character. Where he's wearing this he's got like a costume party, and he's like dressed as James Bond. He's wearing a tuxedo.
Okay.
And then he's got the wetsuit underneath. He's like, with the wetsuit, the full Bond. It's just great the way he delivers it. I love Alan Johnson. And he also asked, John Goodman from Roseanne. Yes, that John Goodman from Roseanne is on The Righteous Gemstones. Also from The Big Lebowski, one of my favorite movies.
I think Cloverfield as well.
Yeah, I saw that movie too. It was a good one. Mostly because John Goodman was in it. I'm a big Goodman fan. He's good, man.
I can't think of him in anything else, though, unfortunately.
Oh, he's been in a bunch of stuff. John Goodman.
Nothing great, though. Like, I guess he was in
He was in Roseanne. He was in
that Dan Aykroyd show, Soul Man, for a while.
Sure. He was
Blues
in
Brothers, actually. Yeah.
He was in Come on, man. He was in The Big Lebowski. That's enough.
Right. That was, I think, his biggest role
He's
ever.
Walter in The Big Lebowski.
That was his big role. Like,
I mean, come on.
It was great. It was iconic, without question, but like, really, that was the pinnacle, I think.
Oh, man.
It's true, though. Like, it was.
Pissed on your rug, dude.
It was a good movie. It was a very good movie.
Pissed on your rug, dude. All right. That's the show. We'll be back Saturday morning for Wrestling Uncensored. Watch us.